You deserve to live for you, not other people. You deserve to make decisions based off of what you enjoy, based off of what makes sense to you, based off of what resonates with you, more than what's going to satisfy another person, more than what's going to make another person happy. Yeah, we can make other people happy. We can do things in consideration of other people. But at the end of the day, when it comes to making decisions about your life, when it comes to making decisions about a relationship, a career, a self-care tactic that's going to benefit us. When it comes to making these ultimate decisions that are supposed to be for our best self, that will have an effect on us long term, it matters what you choose. It matters your final decision. We can take advice from other people. We can ask other people what they think might be best. But at the end of the day, the ultimate decision is up to you because you're the one that's going to deal with the consequences of that decision. And consequences sounds like such a negative connotation, but it just means the aftermath, how this decision is going to affect your reality. The decision doesn't affect another person's reality. The decision affects your reality. The career that you decide to choose affects your reality. It doesn't affect that friend's reality. It doesn't affect that parent's reality. It doesn't affect anybody else's reality. It affects yours. It affects your emotions. It affects your lifestyle. It affects your perspective of life. It affects the experiences that you are going to have when you go down that path. It's so easy for somebody else to say, oh, do this, do that. This is best for you. Oh, if you do this, it'll take you down this road and that's amazing, blah, blah. It's so easy for people to say that to you, but they aren't the ones that are going to have to live with the other experiences, obstacles, and lifestyle that comes with making that decision. It's up to you, especially these big decisions about careers, about what to study, about where to live, about who to marry, who to date, whatever it is, who to be friends with, who to stay friends with. These ultimate decisions domino effect on our mental health, emotional health, on our overall well-being and how we show ourselves love, how we take care of ourselves, how we present ourselves. All of this affects that. So it is so important to come back to yourself and acknowledge, okay, what do I want? What makes sense to me? What makes sense for me? What resonates with me? What will be the best option for me that I believe is the best option? Not what somebody else believes is the best option, but what do I feel in my gut, in my intuition is best for me? Let me understand what I can do to benefit me. It's all about you. Your life is about you. Your life isn't about that other person. Your life isn't about that other person's expectations, that other person's standards. Your life is about your own standards, your own expectations, your own ideas, your own goals, your own passions, your own desires. Make your life about you because it's your life. You are the one that's living your life. That person that you are taking advice from is not living your life. You're living your life. I'm struggling to take off my jacket. You're living your life. And so that's what matters. It matters how you live your life because it matters that you are living it in accordance to you. I have this quote on my iPad and I'm actually going to probably change this wallpaper because it's the new year, so I want new quotes, but I will never forget this. I don't know who said it or where it's from. I got it from Pinterest, but it says, stay aligned with your energy and let other people meet you there. So in other words, live for you, not them. Stay aligned in your energy. If you're hanging out with this person and after you're done hanging out with them, you don't feel very aligned with yourself, or maybe when you're with them, you start making choices that don't really align with you, that you don't really enjoy, but you're doing them because they're doing them and vice versa. You are kind of living more in their shoes than your own, and you start to kind of acknowledge, I'm not feeling one with myself. I don't really know who I am. Maybe because you're living so much in their shoes that you forgot who you are. So stay aligned in your energy. Stay aligned in your presence, in your personality. Stay aligned in you and let other people meet you there. If you have to change who you are, if you have to change your energy to be in an energy that doesn't suit you, that doesn't resonate with you, that you don't feel good, if you have to become a persona that isn't you, that you don't enjoy, that doesn't benefit you, just to be friends with somebody, just to fit in a crowd, just to stay in a relationship with someone, just to stay connected to that family member, whatever it is, that may not be the best person or environment for you, because you deserve to live for you and not them. You deserve to live in your energy and let other things meet you there. There are so many people on planet Earth that if you meet someone that doesn't align with your energy, if you let go from them, you're not going to be missing out. You're not missing out. And I'm not saying that they're missing out on you. No, you guys are both aligning with different energies, so you guys just don't connect or resonate with each other, and that's totally, completely valid. Like, no hard feelings, but you shouldn't have to change who you are just so you can stay in this friendship. Because then if you change who you are to stay in a friendship, to stay in a relationship, to keep a connection with somebody, or to keep a connection with some career or some environment, whatever it is, you have to change who you are to stay within that. You are going to start embodying a version of you that's not you. And that's going to domino effect on not understanding, like, what's best for me. You're gonna lose that clarity of, I don't know what decisions to be making because I don't know what's best for me. Or you'll start thinking that this one thing is best for you, so you do it, and then realize, like, I'm not benefiting, and you might just fall into this rabbit hole of making decisions based off of this new version that you've embodied, simply because that version fits the scope of this friendship, this relationship, this career, this environment, whatever it is, but it doesn't fit you. So you will start living in this energy, in this version that just doesn't resonate with you, that isn't you. And that's going to be draining, because it's so hard to be something that you are not. It's so hard to keep up with something that you are not, with a persona that isn't you. It's so easy to be yourself when you forget about other people's judgments, because being yourself comes natural. If you really embody and truly, like, believe and have faith in, I can be myself, and it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, I can live for me, then you can see that it comes so naturally to just be yourself, to make decisions, to choose ideas, to pursue that align with who you are, because who you are is innate. It's already within you. Your truest, most highest, most adored self, I suppose, is within you right now. And when you are choosing friendships, relationships, environments that are keeping you away from that true self within, it's going to drain you. It's going to not feel so good. It's not going to feel so rewarding. But when you live in your power, when you live in your truth, it's going to feel more rewarding. You're going to start noticing, I'm pursuing ideas that I truly feel passionate about. I am doing things that I truly enjoy and that I truly love, and I'm getting benefits out of this because it's aligning with my truest self. So I'm feeling good. So I'm getting that reward of feeling good, of feeling happy, of feeling like I am following a path that I am meant to be on. And also, things can change. You can change. Environments change. People change. So if you start down one path and then you think that this path is really aligning with you right now, and so you go down this path because it really aligns with you and you're enjoying it and it's great, and then next thing you know, you realize, you know what, I'm not enjoying this anymore like I used to, or I'm not getting the benefits out of this like I used to. It doesn't feel like me anymore. It feels more like a hassle than an enjoyable thing at like more often than not. And so start to notice, okay, does this still align with me? Does this still resonate with me? Because, okay, think about this. When you were like a little kid, like 4 or 5 years old, like, what did you want to be when you grew up? And do you still want to be that? I remember I used to want to be like a rock star in a band, and then I wanted to be a vet. Like, hello, I'm allergic to dogs on the low. Like, I don't want to be a vet. And like, like when I was a kid, I had so many visions of all of these random things that I wanted to be. And like, as I grew up, yeah, these visions started getting more serious. And then like, I wanted to be a sports announcer at one point, and that really aligned with me at that point. But now here I am, and I'm like, I don't want to be a sports announcer anymore. I don't want to be a rock star in a band anymore. I don't want to be a vet. Things can change. That's totally okay. So when we are older and we are more adults now, we can think that we've run out of time and it's hard to change this path now because we've already done so much for it. It doesn't matter how much you've committed to this thing. It doesn't matter how much you've done of this thing. It doesn't matter how old you are. You are always, always, always allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to change paths. You're allowed to literally do anything you want with your life because it's your life. At the end of the day, all that matters is that you are living a life that you will not regret, that you are living a life that you love. If you are not living a life that you absolutely love and adore, find out why. Find out why. Are you living for you? Or are you worried about what other people will think if you start doing something else? Are you worried about not fitting another person's standards, not fitting another person's mold? Are you worried about being different from what society says, from what that friend group says, from what that family member says, whatever it is? Are you worried about being different, and is that affecting the decisions that you make? Are you truly living for you? And it's good to have these self-reflections of, okay, how am I living in my truth? How am I aligning with myself? And having these little self-reflections. Whoa, my light just like freaked out. That was crazy. What? Insane. Okay, hello. That was crazy. Oh my gosh, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can see what just happened right now. I'm so confused. Okay, I must have like really been yapping and the universe was like, whoa! Because my light just like Anyway, are you living for you? Are you living in your truth? Are you doing what makes you happy? Because at the end of the day, you are the one living your life. You are the one who has to wake up every day in your body, in your mind, in your soul, doing this career, living in this environment, seeing these friends. Like, you are the one that is making these ultimate decisions and that has to live with those ultimate decisions. So it is so important and vital to your well-being that you are making decisions based off of what you believe is best for you, based off of what resonates for you, based off of what aligns for you in that moment of time, in that phase of your life. Things can change. Yeah, that's okay. Things can change and you can decide to do something else. You can change your mind about a career, environment, a relationship, a friendship. You can change your mind. You can change paths. You can let go of things that you thought you were going to have forever. That's okay. It's okay to do that. It's totally okay to do that. And if you are staying with a friendship, in a relationship, with a career, in an environment that you don't like anymore, that's not benefiting you anymore, just because you're afraid of letting other people down, why are you afraid of letting other people down when it's your life? That's your decision. Like I said, you are the one that lives with the aftermath of your decisions. So ultimately, just don't let yourself down. I wrote a note to myself the other day, and I promised myself that I will live a life that allows me to never let myself down. I am so passionate and so determined to not let myself down. And to me, that means something to me. That probably means something different to you. But how can you make decisions based on of not disappointing yourself? Who cares if you disappoint them? What matters is that you aren't disappointing yourself, that you aren't letting yourself down. It matters that you are making yourself proud. It doesn't matter if we make that other person proud. It doesn't matter if we accomplish something because this other person wants us to or expects us to. It matters that we accomplish things that we wanted to accomplish. That's how it's gonna feel good. Imagine if you were doing something and you accomplished that final goal, but you never even cared about the goal in the first place. And so then that other person that you were doing it for sees and is like, oh, cool, nice, I'm proud of you. Do you get anything out of that? You just get the validation of another person, but it's your life. And now the aftermath of that goal, you are the one that's living with that, not them. Don't let yourself down. Don't disappoint yourself. Like, overall, disappoint other people. Don't disappoint yourself. Let other people down if it means doing something good for yourself. They will get over it, but can you get over not living in your truth? Not living to your highest self, not living to become the best version of yourself? Will you get over that? No. No, you're gonna live your whole life thinking, I could have done this. I should have done that. I never did this. Because you were like leaning on the validation of others. You were leaning on other people's expectations for you, other people's standards for you. Create those expectations for yourself. Create those standards for yourself. You deserve that. You deserve to live a life that matters to you, that you absolutely love and desire, and that you, at the end of the day, are like, you know what? I'm proud of myself. Be proud of yourself. You deserve to feel proud of yourself. And it's hard to feel proud of ourselves when we are doing so much for other people, when we are living our life in accordance to other people. Live for you, not for them. Choose what you feel most aligns or resonates with you, and choose the version of you and the version of your reality that you want to fully embody. What do you truly desire? What do you truly want for yourself? What do you truly want for your life? You only live once in this body and mind. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of only living once. Take advantage of this life that you were given. Take advantage by living for you, living in your truth, living in your power, living in your best self, your highest self. Don't disappoint yourself. So when other people are giving you advice, or you need advice on something, or you just need help making a decision, you can go to other people. You can go to people that you trust. You can go to your loved ones that you trust, and you can get advice from them. That's totally okay. You're allowed to take advice from other people. You're allowed to ask other people, how do you think this will go, and whatever. You can take in advice from other people, but don't let it ultimately decide your decision for you. Listen to advice, but take what resonates with you. Do what aligns with you. Because it's still good to hear other perspectives. It's good to get an outer perspective. It's good to be open to how other people see life. That's totally an amazing thing to do. But at the end of the day, the ultimate decision is yours to make, because the aftermath is yours to live with, not theirs. Even someone who knows you, the person who knows you the absolute best in the world, even they can't make that best decision for you, because you are with you 24/7. You are in your own mind and body 24/7. So you ultimately know if this decision is going to add more stress to your plate, if this decision is going to help you feel aligned with yourself, if this decision is ultimately what you want to do and embody the consequences from. You are the one that knows you the best. And if you feel like you don't know yourself, get to know yourself. Because we can't be reaching for validation from others. We can't be doing what other people think is best for us when we know within us what is best for us. Get to know yourself. Spend time with yourself more. Look at your hobbies that you enjoy. What does that say about you? Look at this life this dream, desired reality that you have for yourself. What does that say about who you are? Think about how you speak to others, how you show others love. What does that say about who you are? Get to know yourself. Take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Build that relationship and connection with yourself, because you deserve that. And that will help you listen to other people's advice, but then also listen inward to what inside of you, what that fire inside of you is saying, what that gut inside of you is saying. Because that's what matters. What you truly believe is best for you, what you truly feel is best for you. And it's okay if we think that one thing is best for us, so we do it, and it turns out it wasn't necessarily the best. Maybe we should have done, we wanted to do something else instead. That's okay, because we still took that step and learned, okay, this isn't for me. And I learned that now. I wouldn't have known that if I didn't make that decision. Life is one big learning experience. We go through these experiences, we make these decisions, and every single one helps us learn more about ourselves. We learn more about what we like, what we don't like, what we want to add to our life, what we don't. Like, we learn more about ourselves, and that's such a special thing, is to just take life experiences and use them to learn about yourself, to connect with yourself, to broaden your mind, to broaden your energy, to help you get an understanding of this life that you want to live, of this version of you that you want to embody. You learn more about yourself when you go through life experiences. So overall, you have the power to decide who you want to be, what you want to do with your life, because it is your life. It is not anybody else's. It is not anybody else's, okay? If I was living for the validation of others, and if I was living to meet others' expectations, to meet others' standards, and if I was living in fear of other people's judgments towards me, I would not have this podcast. And you know what? This podcast makes me so happy. I feel so myself when I'm recording a podcast episode. I feel so aligned with myself, and I just feel so good. And every time I record the rest of the day, I feel so good in myself. I feel confident. I feel like I'm embodying a version of myself that little Mia would absolutely adore and love. And that's how I know I'm doing the right thing. That's how I know I'm not living for other people, because I feel in myself that I am so happy with this decision I am making, and I am continuing to prioritize. I'm happy. So ask yourself, are you happy with the things you are doing in life? Are you happy with these hobbies that you have? Are you happy with that goal that you have? Are you happy with this career that you have? Are you happy with that relationship? Are you happy with that friendship? Are you happy with how often you see this family member? Like, do you feel good after being with these people, doing these things, being in these environments? Are you feeling good? Are you getting benefits from it? Is it something that is sustainable for you and your well-being? That's what matters. That's what matters. And you have the power to decide that. You have the power to see that, to understand that, to observe that, because you know how you're feeling inside. Other people can say, oh, but you look so happy doing that, or you look so happy in that relationship. Okay, but if inside you're dying, that's what matters. It doesn't matter what it looks like to other people. I've been in so many relationships where people are like, oh my gosh, that ended? Like, you guys looked so happy together. And I'm like, I was actually dying on the inside, and I was actually like prioritizing him like over my own life and my own self-care. So I was not doing well in that relationship, no matter how happy I looked. Or, oh, but that job looked so fun. Like, why did you leave it? Because I was actually not happy every single time I went into work. I was actually not getting treated to the amount that I deserve to be treated. Like, nobody knows these things. Like, they just see what they see, and they see what they want to see. You know what I mean? People see what they want to see. And so it's about how you feel. It's about how it's actually making you feel inside. That's what matters. And that's so powerful to start understanding that, seeing that, observing that. Step into your power in that sense. Do that, because you deserve that. You literally deserve that. So get to know yourself more. Spend time with yourself. Reflect on the kind of people that you enjoy to be around. Reflect on your favorite hobbies, your favorite activities, favorite places you like to go. Get to know yourself. Connect with yourself. Live for yourself. Don't be afraid to say no. I know saying no can be scary, and I know saying don't be afraid to say no is so much easier said than done. So sorry about that. But if someone's asking you to go somewhere, to hang out with certain people, with them, to do something that you really don't want to do, you're allowed to say no. You're allowed to set those boundaries. You're allowed to be like, you know what? No, I don't really want to do that. You're allowed to say, you know what? I know we have these plans, but I'm just not feeling it anymore. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to live for you and live in accordance to you. You're allowed that. You're literally allowed that. As you should listen to yourself, as you should take care of yourself, as you should say no if that's what's best for you. Last thing I want to say, and then this podcast is over. Don't let yourself down. Stop letting yourself down. It's better to let other people down than to let yourself down. It's better to disappoint other people than to disappoint yourself. It's better to live for you than to live for them, because it's your life. That's all that I'm going to yap about today, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Wow, I love this episode so insanely much, and I really hope that you liked it as well. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, go ahead and follow the podcast so that you can get updates when I release new episodes and this and that. I have a lot of meetings with potential podcast guests coming up. Right before recording this episode, I actually had a meeting with a life coach who is going to be on the podcast. So I'm very excited for that. And we connected so well in that little like pre-pod meeting. And so I really believe that episode is going to be gold. I am so excited. So insanely excited. So stay tuned for that. And I have more meetings with potential guests coming up as well. So a lot is coming for the pod in 2026. And I am so beyond excited to share that with you and to live through that, because that's amazing. All right. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment something that you enjoy to do. Comment something that you have fun doing. Comment something that resonates with you, like a hobby or activity that you really feel like you're living in your energy and you're really embodying yourself when you do that. You know what I mean? Like, what's something that you enjoy to do? That's all. I enjoy podcasting. I enjoy going to the beach. I enjoy going to concerts, crowd surfing. Love that. Love being in the circle pits, mosh pits. Love it. Okay, I hope you are... follow Mindful and Aware Podcast on Instagram. I think it's at Mindful and Aware Pod. I'm also posting on TikTok more, so that's also Mindful and Aware Pod. I think that is all. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you are enjoying your morning, middle of the day, evening, whatever you're living right now. And remember to live for you, not for them. Okay, bye. Aw. Benji says bye.